Hi, I'm Cherry and this is Cherry's Creation, and today on my channel I am working on the fourth top of my very first pattern, and I am making it in these colors. And the challenge today is to see not only if I can get the top done, but I'm also going to try to get the entire outfit done today. And this is a top and short outfit that I plan on wearing on Jam Cruise 2022, Jam Cruise 22, haha, which is February of 2026. So that is my goal today, to see how fast I can get this entire outfit done. I'm talking top and shorts, and I'm timing myself today, which is why I'm going to video it. This is my crochet with me for today, and it's going to probably be more than one video because I'm sure nobody wants to watch a 3-hour video of this at one time. Heck, I don't even know if you want to watch a 3-hour video of this at all. But that's what I'm doing today. That's the challenge today. To make this top and a pair of shorts in 2 colors. Which this top obviously was only done in one, and the other 2 tops that I've made were both ombre colors, but it was still, oh, I need to sneeze. Oh, no. It was still one skein of yarn. It was an ombre colored yarn. So 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is my goal today. Which, the reason that's my goal today is because I am a couple hours behind on my 30 hours of video and 30 days challenge that I'm already currently in the middle of. Oh, a couple of my kiddos had appointments yesterday, so I ended up being away from home a little longer than I planned. So I just never got to videoing yesterday. Oh man. Of course, as soon as I start a video, either my nose itches or I have to sneeze. What is that? Am I allergic to this? Okay. Okay. So, back to where I was. And I'm not even sure how I want to do my colors yet. Like, obviously it has to go with my fiance's outfits, which are this spiral. So it has to go with that. So I want to put white in it, but I don't want it to be, I don't know how I want to do it. I keep thinking maybe I will just put like a row of single crochet in every once in a while. Nope. Alright, messing up my own pattern. Like, that's not the part I was thinking of changing. I'm going to look back at my notes real quick. And that's 2 rows. See, I don't think that's thick enough. So maybe I'm going to do 3 rows for the color change. This is for Neon Night, which is the only night we have gotten themes for yet. I'm glad we've started getting themes, but I was really kind of hoping for more than one at a time. I guess one at a time is probably a good idea, since I have at least 2 of each to make. But I don't know. I'm just excited to hear what they're all going to be. I'm impatient. Crochet, and that is round 3. Okay, so after some contemplation, I think I'm going to just stick with the regular double crochets for the white. I think I'm just going to do 1. So it'll be 3 of the colored and then 1 of the white. So that's what we're looking at now. And this is going to be the most tedious part of this is changing colors, which is why I haven't been. A part of me even thought of putting the white and the colored yarn together and just doing it like that. But I'm not really sure how that would look either. So see how this looks for a little bit, and if I don't like it, I can always take it out and change it. Because that is the beauty of crochet. And both of these yarns are medium weight, size 4. That is pretty much the only size yarn that I use. They're actually both a red heart yarn, which is what I used a lot of for last year's Jam Cruises. I know most people don't really like it, but with where I live, it's one of the most readily available yarns. The closest thing to me is a Walmart. So, yeah, I use a lot of red heart. Okay, and that is our 1 row of white, and I do think I'm going to keep it like that. I don't want the white to be overpowering, but I do want our outfits to match, so white it is. And I definitely do not want to be changing colors like every row to make it. His spirals a lot, and that is what he wanted his outfit to be made out of. So that is what he is getting. My baby wants, my baby gets. But for myself, no. I do plan on adding some like spiral pockets. So I am going to be wearing shorts. I might even be wearing pants. I have not really decided if I want to keep this as like a pair of booty shorts or if I want to do like a pair of bell bottoms, because Jam Cruise is in February, and at night it gets a little chilly, and I wear crochet. And last year I did wear shorts a lot, but there was sometimes when there would be shows outside that I would really want to see, but it would be too windy, so we would go to inside shows, which is one of the things I do really love about Jam Cruise. But when there was a band I was very excited to see outside, and there was like 70-mile-an-hour winds, and I'm wearing little shorts, I'm like, this isn't gonna work. We're gonna go inside. It does get kind of breezy at night on the ocean. Okay. One more, and that is another row of our increasing rows that is done. So 2 more in this color, and then we will switch to white again. But we do increase for a little while because this is going to be the width of the shirt. And I like a full coverage shirt, so I like it to go to about the center of my armpits because it's going to stretch a little bit when I tie it, so it's going to cover about the first start of my back. And that's what the corset back is going to cover. And I've actually have decided on this one. I'm actually going to move my straps because on my first one I made my straps at the bottom and to corset up the back, and unfortunately it kind of makes it curl at the bottom. Like it doesn't like to sit flat at the bottom with the straps there. So I think I'm going to move it to about under the top of my back, under my arms, and start the corset from the top down, well, from the middle of my back down. See if that gets rid of the curling. Okay, one of my teenagers come in. If you are new to my channel is still very new to me and very raw. I do everything on my phone, and I use my videos pretty much to time myself for the base prices of the outfits that I do sell, because I mostly make couples matching music festival outfits. So this helps me with that, and since I do everything on my phone, I just pause recording when I need to do something and then restart again. I even have a few videos that kind of just quit abruptly, and that's because the recording stopped for whatever reason, and I posted it anyway. So if you want more professional videos from a more professional, then sorry, I'm not the channel for you. My bad. I don't know. Why? Nobody asked you. One fly in this room has got to come and be in my face for real. That's rude. Go to this thingy thing on the window, please. That's what it's for. Okay. Whole loop, not this part of it. Another row done. And And for my clothing as well, I don't work with sizes because no two stores sell the same size. So I do everything based off of measurements, which is all I used for this top. Was I um, kept adding increase rows until I got the width that I wanted, and then straightened everything out until I got the length that I wanted, and then added straps and a border, and that is all. Very simple, easy pattern, but I still think it's pretty. So that's what matters to me. And these are the colors that my fiance picked for our neon nights. And he wanted spirals, and I did not. So I'm gonna see if I am creative enough to be able to make these completely different outfits still look matching. Last year our outfits were pretty much completely matching. It was my first jam cruise, my first time making outfits like this, and now I am addicted to both. So thank you, Janely, for that. But yeah, I really like this color palette. He did pick pretty awesome colors. But it is now my job to do the rest. So, and like I said earlier, I am a few hours behind on my 30 hours of video in 30 days. That's my current challenge for myself, because I've been saying for years that I want to do my YouTube channel. I want to do my very own store. And for years, I've been putting it off because I don't know how to do it. And honestly, felt like nobody cares anyway, so what's the point? But I'm not doing it for anybody else. I'm doing it for me. I'm doing this because this makes me happy, and I really like it. So if nobody else watches or nobody else wants to be part of it, I guess that's their loss. All right. So that's 7 rows. 6 rows of color, one row of white. We're gonna go into the second row of white now, and then it's definitely not gonna be anywhere near what we need it to be. So we've got quite a ways to go. I for some reason started this pattern off with a 3.5 millimeter hook. I usually use anywhere between a 4 and a 6 millimeter hook. Why did I look over there for it? But for some reason when I did this one, I did it with this little itty bitty hook, and I really like the way it's turned. I like the way it turned out, so I just kept it. Now this, like I said, this is the 4th variation of this top I've made. The first one is this brown one here. The second one was a cropped version that I made for my 18-year-old in a teal ombre yarn. And the third one was a similar yarn to the one I have. This one, it just had a lot of black in it. And that one, honestly, I got about 75% of the way done and decided I wanted to switch the way I was doing the straps, and I had already done the border on that one far enough to where I couldn't change the straps. So I got it about 75% of the way done, and I just left it. It is now in the whip pile, which I think is currently like 12 whips strong. So in fact, I have 2 on my couch right now that I need to watch tutorials in order to finish. Which is why I started this one, because I need some good recording time today, and I cannot watch a tutorial on my phone and record a video on my phone at the same time. And I really don't think anyone wants to watch me try to crochet something and watch a YouTube video at the same time to make sure I'm doing it right. I think that would be just awful. So my daytime when I record is, for today at least, is going to be this. And tonight, when it is time for me to have my downtime and relax, I'm going to work on those. So that's what today looks like for me. That's okay. It's the weekend. Nobody else has anything else to do today, so I am a free agent today, which is very strange as a mother of 5 and a fiance. But it's kind of nice because I need to catch up. So I need to get this thing moving. I felt like I would have been way farther at 21 minutes, but the first 10 is always a weird start. I don't know. I'm still very insecure and nervous when I record, which makes me ramble, which is awesome. Nervous about being on camera, so I can't shut up. Love how my brain works. I just got way too much yarn out for that. I have like 4 stitches left. And another row of whites. And I'm not really worried about my ends because I do put a border on this when I do the straps, so that's going to crochet all the ends in. In the beginning I was thinking about doing the magic knot for all of this, but however, this is going to be for me, so I'm not too worried about it being absolutely perfect. If I was selling it, I would be more worried about maybe an end sticking out here or there, but since it's for me, I'm not really worried about that, for one. And for two, I am trying to get my base time down for this, which is harder to do if I'm taking forever tying magic knots, because I just learned how to do that. I think I've been crocheting for almost 30 years. I would know how to do that, but I just learned how to do that, so I'm still not very fast at it. Oops, if you do a proper double crochet, I did kind of need a break from the spirals anyways, because the constant counting was, whew, it was a lot. need to grab my marble. I don't know why I don't have it over here right now. Okay, that's a little better. I had to fix my setup. I was so excited about today's video that I didn't set myself up properly, which as a crocheter I know that's going to slow me down. If I can't have proper access to my things or I'm not comfortable, I'm not going to crochet at optimal speed. So timing myself is kind of pointless if I'm not ready to crochet. So fix that. Now I'm ready. It's fine. It's only 26 minutes in. Who needs to be ready for the beginning? Okay, so starting the second row of my third set of color. Now I'm getting to the green and yellow. Get every loop. I hate it when I do that. Moving my hand so fast, I either miss the last loop or just one piece of the last loop, which really drives me crazy. And I've also been contemplating a little bit on this particular one. So I want to do the straps, obviously, in the color. I don't want to do the border or the straps in the white because it's going to be the things that get dirtiest the fastest. They're what's going to be touched the most and stuff like that. So the straps and the border are definitely going to be done in color, which will help me hide my ends. But I'm thinking of maybe doing the first round around the ring in white. That's gonna make that glow really, really brightly right in the center of my chest. I don't know. Designing can be frustrating sometimes. I am very much a perfectionist, so I want it to look, I just want it to look right, and I don't know. I feel like the color change should be included in that, but at the same time, I just don't know. is why sometimes I wish I had crocheting friends. Although my bestie is a nail lady, so she does help me a lot with my designs. Oh, they're still increasing, so 4. Okay, so this is row 3. Uh-oh. Okay, I don't need I'm wanting the light right now. I'll grab both colors for some reason and you started on wanting both those. Ooh, messed up that double crochet. Okay. It did my chin too? I did. It did. Okay. Over halfway done with this row. Change to white, and then after white I'm going to see how we're coming. Not like it really matters if the pattern doesn't change enough to where I can't do it in the middle of my 3 rows. Kind of get lost sometimes and don't think about it, so I like to have an idea how many rows I should measure out again. Sometimes the brain just shuts off and the hands keep going. Which is why I love crochet so much. It's one of the only things I have in my life that does that to my brain. So and that's where we are. So that's 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 11. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. Okay. I can count, it's fine. Jeez. 11 rows so far. And we are at 35 minutes. Actually, really for like 25 minutes, let's be honest, because I'm kind of a space cadet, and those first 5-10 minutes are just me getting situated and getting started. So we're gonna say it's like 25 minutes. Ah, hot on my nail. That's new. Sometimes that first little stitch there, my increase there, sometimes messes up my count. Get out of my way. Hope that I pull the hook out. Ball of white is just a little too big for the needle, so sitting on top of it instead of in it. Okay, what did I just do? I didn't catch any of the color, but the white wouldn't move either. Glitch in the matrix. definitely still increasing on this one. Okay, so that is after the end of the third white row. I'm really loving how this turned out. I am glad I did go with a regular row because at first I was thinking, well, I don't want to put much white in it, so maybe I'll just do a row of single crochet, and then my brain was like, why are you adding just extra math for no reason at all? So I am glad that my brain pulled it together and decided to go with it this way. Screen is bright and it's go on forever. Okay, it really does go on forever. Alright, so at least I'll have a couple more rows of this color before it ombres to the next. I'm doing myself. Go. Go. maybe after the next white switch. So the next time I go back to ombre, I think I will be starting on length instead of width. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And so far what I really enjoyed about this top pattern is it's really based on the coverage you prefer. For myself, as a mom of 5, I do like a more full coverage shirt. I'm okay with the way my back looks, but you know, my belly needs to be covered up. So I do like more of a full coverage shirt. But if you want it to only go to your go to the start of your sides, you wouldn't have to add as many increase rows. Or like for my daughter, she wanted it more of a crop top, so she could show her belly rings, so I didn't have to do the sides as long. It's very customizable to the person. Ooh, this really did 1, 2, 3. No, 1, 2. Not a chain stitch. It's a chain space. I'm finally getting to the bottom of this green yellow color. And then it will go back to orange. Yeah. So that's almost done. Thank goodness I was getting bright. Staring at that for a few rows straight. one more row, and then we're going to do right. Actually, I'm going to measure that again at the end of this row. Oh, hold on. For another stitch. See that last chain one. Double crochet sometimes messes me up. It'll either mess me up on the beginning and I will mess up that first granny stitch, or it'll mess me up on the end and I think I'm done because I finished that first granny stitch. Anyways, I'm going to measure at the end of this one again and see if maybe my next white row will start lengthening. If not, it'll be the first of my colored row for sure. So that puts us almost at, let's say we'll be about 50 minutes, which will be about an hour of recording time. That's not too bad. To get just the width of the top. And then after that, it's actually not too many more rows to do the sides, and they're the exact same pattern, just minus one little step at the end. And then a border and straps, and the top will be done. So I'm thinking maybe I will do the top in one video and then the shorts in a second video. Maybe if I decide I want pants instead, that'll be a third video. Because I have made this, something similar to this in a full like jumpsuit. And after attending a 2-day show and a romper, I decided I want to make these into 2 pieces instead of 1 pieces, because at first I really loved the way, my first jumpsuit turned out. It is white and black. I will be definitely taking it on Jam Cruise. I absolutely love the way that first one turned out. But for what I make them for, which is like music festivals and Jam Cruise, stuff like that. For music festivals, at least, those are porta potties. And a romper in the dark in a porta potty is not ideal, especially when the back of that romper is a corset tie. I struggled a lot, and I was a little mad at myself for doing that to myself. So I said, I'm done with that, and we are going to make these outfits into 2 pieces. So I learned my lesson the hard way, but that's okay. It's my own doing. I did it to myself, so. crochets, then a chain one. Okay, so that is 3, 6, 9, 12 of color, and then 3 of whites. And that is, yeah, that's about where I like my width. It's right towards the back. So that way, when it is tied, I will have plenty of coverage here and more coverage back here. So that is width. Okay, so we are just now at the hour mark on video time, and we are at about 50 minutes of crochet time, and we have got the entire length of the top. So now for this next color change, I'm going to start working on the length. So instead of chaining 4 here, I'm going to chain 3. I'm going to skip. Woo. I don't know why I just did that there. Okay, try that again. In the chain space, I'm going to crochet a chain 3. And then I'm going to skip to the next chain space and do my first cluster there, which is going to flatten this out. So it's going to start going flat now. So, so everything else about the rest of the rows stays the same except the end. pull, y'all, not through the middle of it.